Hey, it's Puff Hickson, and you're watching aMMADGenius for you. Stage versus studio, the power of live performance. Today, we're going to talk about why it's important to have great stage presence. Okay, so you hit the studio, you recorded a great project, and you recorded your video, you got a video that's buzzing, you got maybe your SoundCloud is buzzing. What next? What next is about being a working artist. How do we do this? You have to have stage presence. So many artists have great music, great recordings, but when they hit the stage, they fall flat. Nobody wants to see you. Your presence is not there. It's not felt. When you speak, no one understands you. When you're singing, no one understands you. When you're rapping, it doesn't matter what kind of music you're doing. Your stage presence has to be impactful. An audience wants a show. So how do you do this? Do you give them a show because of what you're saying, or how you're saying it, or what you're wearing, or whether or not you have live music or tracks in the background? It doesn't matter. A good show is a good show. When you go see a comedian, it's not really important what they're wearing. Sometimes they look ridiculous, actually. But can they make you laugh? Do they hit their punchlines on the nail? Do they get you involved? How do you get a great performance? Rehearsal is important. A lot of artists think that because it's their music, they made it, they wrote it, they recorded it, they know it so well. But it's not about knowing your content. It's not about knowing the words to your songs. It's about giving a performance. The audience wants to see and feel a performance, and that's what you got to give them. People love entertainment. You might say, well, I can sing better or rap better than the next person or the next person, but it doesn't matter, because is your show as good and as a performance as Britney Spears? It doesn't matter if you sing better than Britney. And somebody like Christina Aguilera understands that. Somebody like Beyonce understands that. So you have to understand, you only will have the effect that you project. Projection is very, very important. How well do you project your image? How well do you project your voice? How well do you project your energy? Are you a fun artist to watch on stage? Are you an impactful artist to watch on stage? Do you entertain the crowd? Do you make them cry when you're crying? Do you make them feel every word you have to say? Do you crowd participate? Do you throw, t-shirts or water? It doesn't matter what you do. You have to get the crowd engaging. And this will lead you to being a working artist. Being a working artist is so much more important than just being a recording artist. There are many artists who may have things online, may even have a record in the store that you never heard and never saw, and maybe never will. They may only have one deal and not get signed again. Or maybe they're not signed at all. Maybe they're an independent artist like you are. It doesn't matter. What's most important is, do you have a fan? When they walk away from your show, do they want to buy your music? Do they want to see your video? Do they want to learn more about you? Do they want to go visit your site? Your performance can do this alone. There are many artists that do well that you've never heard of, and maybe you never will, but they're making so much money off of their craft, off of their music, that they're able to work no jobs. Their job is performing for an audience. They're getting paid by venues because they're getting booked to do gigs. They're going on tours, whether they're big or small. They're opening up for bigger artists or major artists. The only way you get there is by putting in your work ethic. Beyonce is said to spend more time in rehearsals than studios ever. She's a great performer. You'll watch her perform just as much, if not more, than you'll buy her records or watch her videos, because she gives you a great performance. So much so that they can sell an entire performance as a DVD over and over again. Jill Scott is also pretty good at this. Then you have artists like Chance the Rapper. I'm a big fan of Chance. And you also have people like Drake. Then you have artists like Kendrick Lamar, for instance. These are rappers who give you a great performance. And anyone else that's coming with them or performing with them is giving you a great performance too. So they know how to align themselves with either artists in their camp or other artists that they fellowship with to give a great concert. You want to be that artist that people watch and say, wow, I never heard her or him, never seen them before, but I want their music. I want to learn more about them. I want to go download right now. I want to go watch a video. I want to Google search that artist because that performance that I just saw was amazing. You want to be the artist that's amazing. Also, You have avenues like live streaming. You have Google Hangouts where you can give a live video concert right on a computer that you can promote and get new fans, or to your loyal fans. It doesn't matter if you have 2 fans or 2,000 fans. There's ways to do it. There's Ustream, there's Justin TV, and a bunch of other forums just like it. So your live performance is important. No one cares how great your studio recording is, because that has a lifespan. That's not going to last forever unless you are like, Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, James Brown, and you got that hit song that's just like, immortal. But most of us don't have that. And many of us may never have that. All you need to understand is that it's important to give a good show. In order to give a good show, you got to put the work in. You have to put the work in. Practice makes perfect. If you can't afford to rent some rehearsal space, find a basement, find a garage, find a bedroom, find a backyard, find somewhere where you can actually set up your music and see yourself perform. Videotape yourself. Get your friend with an iPhone or some kind of smartphone to record you, so you can look back at it and see where you're doing great and where you need to change something. Listen to yourself. Listen back. See if you can be heard clearly. Get a mic that you can work with, even if it's just a cheap mic. If you sound great on a cheap mic, just so you know, you'll sound amazing on great live audio equipment. No one wants to just listen to you on their iPhone or their smartphone or their MP3 player or in their car forever. People like to go to shows. People like concerts. People like to see live entertainment. And you want to give the audience what they want. It's all about supply and demand. You want them to want you. So give them your best performance. Get out there, make it happen, do your best. Don't be one of the rest. And I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching aMMADGenius for you.